Hey guys, welcome back. It's been quite a long time since I've made a video, but I kind of got a couple new subscribers, and so I thought I would kind of pop on and respond to a tag that has been kind of circulating around TarotTube lately. And that is the top 5 tarot decks, or the top 5 the top 5 basically decks and maybe spiritual tools that we as tarot readers use. And so I thought I would pop on and give a couple of my favorites that I really like, and I think maybe things that I don't think I would be that willing to give up if I had to do that. And actually, I'm moving to Taipei in September, just next week, and I had to sort through all of my tarot decks and just get rid of things that I didn't think I would use, and it was really hard. Even decks that I usually don't use that much. I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful though, I don't want to get rid of them. And a couple of things, they're not sold in my local shop in Taiwan, and even though I don't use them anymore, it's well, I want to hold on to them. And I have a couple of out of print decks as well that I'm the Shapeshifters Tarot, you can't really find it anymore, so I just decided to keep on to them, for the time being at least. So I thought I would for my tarot deck, I see a lot of people cheating, so it's just not me, okay? So I figured that I would go ahead and cheat as well. So for my tarot deck, kind of the top 5 tarot decks, top 5, my top tarot deck, I have 3. So 3. And I'll explain why. My first one is the Thoth deck, the Thoth, the Pocket Edition. This, I do not read it like a Thoth reader would read it. I read it more like a Rider-Waite-Smith person would read it. And I just love this kind of deck. I think it's amazing. You can see the cards. A lot of people describe the energy as very heavy, but I think after you get used to it after a while, it's not necessarily that heavy at all. And I would describe it as kind of a very neutral deck, to be honest with you. I don't read the keywords at the bottom, and I think it's very easy just to ignore that. So you don't really necessarily need to pay attention to those. And like I said, I read it like a Rider-Waite-Smith reader would read it. I use those meanings, and I feel like this deck is just very straightforward to me. When I need some very straightforward advice, it's there for me. So I really love that about this deck. I think maybe it's just the energetic bond that I've kind of formed with the deck. My next tarot deck, while I'm on the same kind of train, is the Albano Waite Tarot. I just find this, I had the choice between the Dirty Pam and this, and I chose this. Number one, because of the back. I mean, this back is just amazing. And I would say that the coloration, I've seen people review the decks before. I'm gonna put this down because my glasses are smudged. I've seen this reviewed before on other tarot channels, but I don't, how to say, I feel it doesn't necessarily look that colorful in real life, but you can kind of see like, yeah, the colorations of some of them. And I just love this deck. Maybe it's because I learned with a Rider-Waite-Smith that I find like I don't have to fish for meanings a lot of the times. That one's upside down. So I just love these cards. They're just really amazing, and I'm glad that I got a hold of them. So I'd say that, as well as I think those who have watched my channel before, they've probably heard me mention this deck like a million gajillion times. But I just love these. This is the Animal Totem Tarot. This is like, I think like this deck was made for me. Like everyone has a soul deck. This is my soul deck. Like it's just my favorite deck of all time. Like it like you can use it for like animal readings or kind of tuning into the spirit of animals. The cards are just so beautifully drawn, and it's upside down again. I just feel like you can just get a lot from it. Like, and in the book, it's just quite amazing. It's just amazingly written. It contains like an animal message, the meaning of the card, like for example, home, for career, for relationships, health. And then it gives you a message from the animal. So, for example, I will draw a card and then we can look in the book. Let's see. Okay. And so we have the Ten of Cups, which is penguin. Let's see. Let's kind of look in the book and see what does the book say. What does the book say? 10 of Cups. So let's hear from the penguin. Ready? Okay. Sorry. Love and support are important elements to our penguin culture. Without them, we would end up alone or in the jaws of one of many predators. Our many predators. Yet despite the many dangers we face on a regular day, the most dangerous of all is being alone when the winter winds whip into our homes without the love and protection of our community. We would never last, and our way of life would be no more. So that's kind of like talking about like a need for being a part of a community. So I really like this book, and I really love these cards. If I had to have one tarot deck, I would just definitely pick these. Because you can use it as an oracle deck, you can use it as a tarot deck. I mean, it's pretty endless. You can use it for channeling animal spirits. I mean, come on, really? You know. We have, I think for oracle decks, I picked two, and they're not really that traditional, let's say. So the first one is the mudras for awakening the 5 elements, and I plan on buying the other one soon. I think it's mudras for awakening the energy body, maybe. And you can use these again like a normal oracle deck, because like on them it has like, for example, empowerment, and on the back it has like so the front has, so for example, the front has like what it kind of the oracle meaning, like empowerment. It has the traditional Hindi meaning of the mudra, and then on the back it gives you like what it assists with. It assists with clarity and personal power. What are the benefits of it? It supports digestion, assimilation of life experiences. What element does it belong to? Fire. instructions for how to do the mudra, and also kind of a little affirmation. So my inner light is vibrant, unique, and empowering. And they're just so beautiful, right? Like, I mean, I feel like for me, like if I was doing like in the future, I plan on doing Reiki work, full, like at least part-time, you know, offering it monetary wise. So I think having clients like maybe do this session after a client receives Reiki, like giving them homework for them to take home and for them to work energetically that way. I think it would really be beneficial. Another one is not a traditional oracle deck, but these are cards. It's called the Language of Letting Go, and these are just really good cards. Like, what do you really need to focus on this week? So usually what happens was I would shuffle the cards and then pull one card, and then I would focus on that kind of teaching for the whole week. So for example, ta-da, this one is, today I will getting calm. I'm not a fan of the art style, but the teaching is kind of what I'm more interested in. So I will stop searching for happiness outside of myself. If I'm in a frenzied state, I'll get calm, get back on track, and remember that the key to happiness is inside me. Often I've become peaceful. After I've become peaceful and accepting, what I want comes to me with ease. So I really love these teachings. I mean, it's very easy to kind of integrate them into your life. And again, like if you can pull them for a client, or if you're doing a tarot reading and kind of like an extra lesson, you can give that to the querent. The querent! Okay, and yeah, so I recommend these cards, and I think they're still in print, and it's by Hay House. The Language of Letting Go. What else do I have? So I did the Oracle, I did Tarot. Lenormand. I got into Lenormand like last year, and for the beginning of the year, I was really into it, and then I kind of lost track. But I got more into Tarot. But I've come back to Lenormand. I need to do more. Lenormand. But I don't know, for some reason, like Tarot for me is like, okay, it just gives me a hit and run. Like, I don't know, like Tarot sometimes gives me all the information that I need, because I try to use these tools more for healing than for actually telling the future. So I kind of think the future is not set in stone, so at least I hope not. Anyway, this is the Fairy Tale Lenormand. And what I like about these cards is they each have like a fairy tale associated with them. Also, they have 2 men and 2 women. And most of the time, because I live in Asia, I'm dating Asian men, so it's very easy to like see where's the love of your life or the interest in your life, and where are you, because the other guy is Caucasian. I do think this does a good job of including other genders, but not necessarily other races. I do see a lot of white people in it, but I mean, it reads pretty well, and it's so good to shuffle. I mean, and it's in a 10 as well. So, and actually, the guidebook was written by Arwen Lynch, who's a goddess. So, I highly recommend this. It just shuffles really well, and when you lay out the grand tableau, it's just very easy to read, actually. So, I give it my recommendation. And last but not least, I don't know if that was 4 or 5, but oh well. And last but not least, I recommend this book, Tarot for the Healing Heart. And I'll tell you why. Like, it's just, well, number one, it's really beautifully written, but at the back, there's a resource for like healing, and each of the 78 cards, there's a section, and it goes over kind of what you can do about the healing. So for example, like, or how to heal yourself using that card. Like, we'll go into the Ten of Cups. Like, we'll just pull the card that we pulled earlier. Life lessons. An emotionally charged situation produces feelings of anger. Failing to appreciate gifts from the heart. Life wisdom. Lasting contentment and peace. A gentle love that extends to others. Actions to support the healing process. Find ways to express gratitude for the positive relationships you have in your life. Some of the health problems could have a basis in genetics. The Ten of Cups encourages you to explore your heritage. And then it has like contacting your inner wisdom. Do I have the time to appreciate all that I have? So it's kind of, it's kind of a very, and the cover is amazing as well. It has like that rose petal finish that we hear a lot about. So I highly recommend this book. Anyway, that was everything that I wanted to recommend today. So thank you for following me. Thank you for watching this video. I know there's so many other tarot videos out there, but you chose to watch mine. So thank you very much. And have a wonderful day.